check. And here we are. We are back live again. Second Sunday for the live school videos, having fun, 3D footprinting all together. This is it. Well, today we're gonna keep playing with the same business that we had not last week, 2 weeks ago, and go from there. Not sure if you got the chance to see the previous live stream video, but let me refresh and explain you what we did. Oh, I'm hearing myself. Let me turn on the video. Yeah. So we were figuring out how the heated nozzle that I designed a year or 2 years ago was set up and hooked up to the boat. And we managed to heat up the heated block, this puppy here, and make sure that the temperature reads were good, and I consider that a successful day, because it's been a really long time since I used this thing. So with any further delay, let's keep playing with it. I think there's a couple of things I want to do today. The thing that I've done meanwhile was to solve the problem that we discussed last week about how these threads... Oh! I know. No! I'm back. Yeah. I know. Well, camera issues. Let me open this, and the first thing I want to do is to plug this thing back where it belongs. So this is an easy connection. Now that I know where things plug in, the heater goes here, and the thermistor goes to the second pin. That was an easy thing to figure out. Well, it took me an hour. Easy. But that being said, today there's a few things I want to test. The first one is to make sure that the heated block still heats up when I tell it to, and for that I need to turn on. How did I control this? Print run. What is print run? Frontal face. Not print. What is this? Not reals. No. Yeah, frontal face. You can see here, obviously I need to connect to the printer. I probably need to turn on the printer too, one of those things. And it's good because I have already some temperature readings, which is always great, because it implies that it kind of works. So first, let's create a different vibe. Oh, I have a really slow internet connection today. That sucks. Oh well, it is what it is. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to heat up the block. I think this is reversed, because instead of using, I think it's this one, the one that works. There was only one way to know. 114. I always forget. Well, I have 2 viewers. Still figuring out how to teach my mom to join the streams. Okay, this is good, because yeah, this thing is heating up. And I'm excited about this because the first test that we're going to be doing today, I want to try to pop some, let me do some zoom here. I'm going to be popping some popcorn using the heated block, and see if it actually pops. I have like not a lot of hope that this is gonna work. I think it should work, but I think it's gonna take a lot of time. So without further delay, let's just give it a shot. I think the internet connection is really bad today, but I mean, if you're watching this, it means you're a hardcore 3D food printing follower, so bear with this in mind. So as you can see, we have some popcorn kernels. Kernels, is that a word? And the first thing I'm gonna do is just, the temperature is 100 degrees, and oh wow, is that otherwise I'm gonna have a accident and spread all over the office, you know. See this business here. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to do is to find a way to, and what I really don't know how to hold it. So I'm going to use a spoon. High tech here, high tech. Hope you can see. Oh no. It's for 200 actually. Okay. So I think the camera comes and goes. Right now the situation is that I have the heated block connected to the, and I mean to oh, this is really hot. Yeah, this is warm. I have some people making some clever comments. I might need to reply to them. Camera is working fine. Okay, thank you audience, thank you, really appreciate it. Worldwide viewers, 3 people watching. Oh, se queda frita. It's not frita, it's fried. We have a hardcore audience, so it's the time to make important decisions. Should we move to Twitch? Should we quit 3D food printing and start playing Steam video games and make a channel about it? It's those are the answers that I'm looking for. It's supposedly oh no, I thought it was gonna hold. This is gonna take forever. It's gonna take way longer than I expected, but well, it is what it is. I mean, while we wait for this thing, 3D food printing video game versus video games are the future. I know, right? I think we can find a thing, like a way to merge the two worlds together. Catalamers and food printers, something like that. An important thing. Oh, hello, third viewer. That's a new person who's joining us today. We're killing the analytics today, huh? And the camera comes and goes. But just for the ones who just tuned in right now, I'm testing the heat vlog with some organic yellow popcorn. The idea is that I want to pop the popcorn. I think it's gonna take forever, and it's not, because you know, it's welcome to the 3D food printing branch. This is the new title for the streams. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you're feeling it. Let me know if it's for you or not. Definitely this is for you. For all you. Okay? And the main goal for today, apart from playing with the popcorn that I think is not going to work or it's going to take too long, is actually do a stalactite. I don't know if you remember, if you watched the previous stream video, but last week we fixed the heating nozzle. We know how to use it again. And for one type of prints that actually I think it was the only one that I used this heating nozzle for, was to make stalactites with thermo reversible. I don't know if it's reversible, but like with agar, was it agar or jelly? Yeah, I was using agar to build the stalactites. So what I was doing is, obviously I first prepared the agar so it was still liquid. I poured it in while it was hot, so the heated nozzle was keeping the temperature. Only the heated nozzle, that was an important factor. And then what I was doing is dripping a droplet of agar every now and then. I think there was like a 15 minutes delay between each of them. And after, how long it was? Like maybe 30 minutes, you start building this stalactite like food edible print, which was fun. So in order to do that, well, I'm putting here the super glue for you to get a sense of how it looks. But the shape of it, it really depends on how you tweak the app that you use to generate the toolpath or the G code that the print uses to build it. And to do so, I built a really simple web app. Actually, it doesn't even have a visual. This would be awesome if it holds like what magic without hands. Let me zoom in. Let me move this thing out. So we're gonna leave that there and see if at some point it's gonna do anything. It would be fun that the spoon flies will be the highlight of the day. Anyway, so for that I built a small app that what it does, it controls first the amount of extrusion that we use for each droplet, then the amount of time between droplets, because obviously one of the important key factors is how long we wait between each droplet for the droplets and droplets to set. And another important factor is, it's not that important, but it's necessary, is like the distance between the distance between the nozzle and the actual height of the print, or the surface where we're printing. And that is important because it kind of splashes, and like the more force the droplet actually gains due to the distance, it spreads more. And that what it does is, like, you can have a print that turns like a omelette, like a huevo frito, you know, like fried egg. If you don't know what is a fried egg, just look for the emoji. There's an emoji for it. If there's an emoji, and by reducing that distance, you get to be able to build bigger and taller stalactites. Oh, it's starting to smell a little bit like popcorn, huh? Yeah, I need a smell camera. Oh, that's funny. I wonder if it's gonna pop anytime soon. I mean, it's been a month. I'm still here, okay? Don't worry. Your favorite 3D food printing branch host is still live for y'all, bringing you the truth, and sometimes not. But it's starting to smell, and that's when the magic is gonna happen. And we're gonna see that pop. Anyway, I was explaining you about the, let me get back, and if it pops, we'll see how it looks. So the distance is important because the smaller the distance, the less force the drop ends up having. So it spreads less, or even like it does not like splashes, which is important. But other than that, maybe it sounds way more complicated than it is. Let me bring up the app, and I can explain you more in detail the parameters. 3 digital cooks, 2017, October, stalactites. Well, I don't know if this is the good one. Which one is this one? I think it's always a good one. Are you the good one or not? Oh, someone left. Well, it was too good to be true. 3 people it was. Anyway. What is the OG of these things? There's a way to know. Oh, actually I know. In fact, this app is so awesome that I didn't even remember I had it online. So if you go to the website, oh, by the way, 3digitalcubes.com, the greatest 3D food printing not updated regularly website out there, just so you know. The last thing we had is a short interview that we shot with Evan Weinstein when we met at the Maker Faire. He's a cool dude. And we managed to put his video on the 3D printing industry website, which is getting some views and hopefully some traction for himself, because he's an awesome guy. But again, let's go to tools. Oh, I don't want to use Firefox. It's always giving me trouble. Close. Let me open this. Thank you for your comments. And has rained a bit since then, huh? And yeah, this is how it looks actually. So I don't know if you can see anything at all here. Let me zoom in. Oh no, again. Okay, we're back. Not sure if you can actually see anything of the parameters on the screen. Hopefully yes, but if we review them, it's really simple. The first one is the amount of droplets. So that what it means is like how many droplets I'm dropping for each stalactite. Kind of like this is the parameter that controls how long it's gonna be, how long the printer is gonna be. And I know, right? The UI is like it took like a lot of anthropologic research. There was a lot of people involved in this project, especially specialists in the field of being a specialist. And basically what it does is that you choose the amount of droplets. That is how many drops the stalactite is going to be made of. Then the droplet extrusion, that's what it means is like the amount of material that we're going to extrude per droplet. This doesn't really matter much because at the end we're not like aiming for high precision here, but kind of like you need to know where you are. And then the droplet rate, that's the amount of time you wait between droplets. That is important because that's what makes things that's the difference between having a fried egg or a stalactite in most of the cases. And then we have start height and end height. This is a fun tweak for the app, and what it does mostly is you have obviously a start height and an end height, and the way the app decides where it is in each point of the time, what it does, it gets all the travel distance from start to end, and then it divides by the amount of droplets, and then every time you drop a droplet, the machine goes up. But do any kind of like X or Y positioning, it's all Z-axis and extruding, which works fine by me. And again, this thing is not doing anything. It's definitely warm. I think I can put, oh, close these. Although the temperature in the printer, can you see the temperature? It says the temperature is right unless the printer is frozen, which it looks like it is frozen. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let's reset this puppy and go again for it. So yeah, I've been talking a lot and losing time. Well, the story of my life. And here we go again. Let's open Pronterface again. I think I could do this from the screen. No? Should I? I should be able to do that. Prepare, right? Except because I'm controlling the bed temperature when I'm using the nozzle, but you know, I mean, let's not pedir peras al olmo. Back. Zooming back and zooming out. Great, I think we are in a good point to start getting ready for the stalactite test. Again, today's going to be a fast day. What I'm going to be doing is setting up the printer, get the first file ready, and after that I will have to prepare the agar-agar. Actually, yesterday I went on a hunting agar-agar trip, but I couldn't find any. Well, honestly, I only went to Whole Foods, so and I didn't even ask. I was just like, no. And I didn't even ask. But instead of agar-agar, today we're going to be using jelly. And we'll go from there and see how it goes. Maybe it doesn't even work, so. This extruder. And yeah, this is what we're going to be using today. We are not sponsored, so you don't need to buy this brand, okay? I know you cannot wait to start running if you're not getting sponsored, okay? Just yet. Knox, if some Knox marketing VP is watching this video, just I'm here for you. And definitely not the camera. This connection sucks. This connection sucks. Anyway, I was doing just a bad joke. Maybe that was the reason why the connection went down. Yeah, we have the heating nozzle heating up again. Waiting for that to happen. Getting things ready for the nice UI. I get the message, but thank you. No. So I'm gonna kind of go with the default parameters that I have in this app. Again, it's been like what, 2 years since I use it, so I don't remember what are the exact input values that I need to make it work properly. So we're gonna run a couple tests and see how it works. Now what I'm going to do is, oh, it starts smelling again. I'm gonna leave you with the popcorn show, and meanwhile I'm going to prepare the gelatin. And go from there. It's starting to smell again. I love that. Let me open. Let's see. Starting to smell nicely. Oh, good. Yeah, and let me know what you think about the live setup, Do you like it? You don't like it? This is gonna be my new office. I'm moving in and rearranging things for you guys to enjoy, to have better content, to be closer to you, all that good stuff. And yeah, I think that's gonna be a little bit boring because I have to leave you guys and go to the kitchen to prepare this. The Wi-Fi in the kitchen doesn't work, so I cannot show you how I do that. But I'm gonna leave you with something that is more interesting than that. Just keep an eye on this, because at some point it's gonna pop. And if it pops, if you miss it, then you miss it. Okay? Well, maybe I should wait, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to... Oh! We got one! Did you see that? That was awesome. Oh wow. Oh wow. Science. Science. Okay, so the first thing that just happened... Oh, the other ones are too hot. Make them out. Let's bring the temperature down, okay? I think this is too hot. The proof of concept. Pop! Cuando haces pop ya no hay stop, eh? Let's prepare. Set temperature. Let's lower the temperature. No, let's lower the temperature, not bring it up. 1 second. Right now I'm kind of like, yeah, that was fun. Okay, let me give you a closer look, because this is, I wouldn't say this is history, but like, doesn't get better than this. Do you guys see the palomita? It's right in there. And actually both sides. Mind-blowing, using a 3D printer, custom heat cartridge. About useful science. One thing that I don't want. Yeah, I'm back. The camera gets saying that doesn't want to work anymore. But right now, what I'm doing is, check this out. Threaded, not pop. Come on, not pop. Yes. Oh, ooh. Not poop. That was it. That was humor itself. The definition. I really need that Ethernet cable, but this is it. I mean, it's close to what I want it to be. I'm going to take a break. Oh, well, here it is. Really excited about this. I'm gonna take a break to go and prepare the jelly. I will leave you with this awesome setup and some great YouTube content from myself. I think that's a good promo. And I'll be back probably in 5 minutes with ready to test the jelly. I'm excited about it. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but hey, we're here to learn and test things. This is casual Sundays, not greatest Sundays. I'll leave you with what extrudes greatest video that I've done lately, and I'll be back soon. Okay, enjoy this retransmission. I mean, like, this is better than live video. Let me tell. I'll be back.
Ideas. Cheese. Spray cheese. Cheese whiz. Yes.
Yes. Oh.
There's a guy that actually made a pizza with that. So it was kind of hilarious. Because it was like, yeah. Alright. Seriously.
Yeah. Alright. Don't go off on a tangent.
Don't extrude on a tangent. I will have like something to do on there. It's your turn. Oh, I had a really good one. That chocolate. Oh, cake icing and frosting.
Nice.
Shaving cream.
Like ground beef.
Pizza dough. Okay, because I've seen a pizza 3D printer. There's pizza dough, then sauce, then cheese. Cakes. This guy who prints cakes and actually hides messages inside. So when you cut it, you get to see something. Very cool.
I want to say like pasta.
Oh man, yes, that's a good one. I'm gonna go old fashioned and simple and say hot glue. Yeah, it's boring. Bubbles. You know, like you make like bubbles. When you have a back. But is that extruding because it's not being solidified into a solid form?
Like you mean like baths, like bubbles.
I'm thinking foam, like bath foam.
Oh.
But you can grab it and it's not the most position method.
Or they do have those sticky bubbles that like stay longer.
Oh, I know someone who inhaled them once because they come with a straw where you put on the end to blow it, and she sucked instead, and yeah, it didn't go well. Okay.
Like my turn.
Is it your turn? It is your turn.
I'm thinking like sand. Like if it's like I guess I would consider it cement.
No.
Like,
Cement and sand are different.
Room sand stuff that's like kind of like sand that you know what I mean?
Or what if you just mix it with water and you make a sandcastle?
Yeah, just sand and water together.
Yeah. All right. This is never gonna end.
You're hesitating too much.
Oh man, I think I lost. I think I lost the game. Oh man. Okay. I surrender.
No, you just lose like a couple points.
I really like because this is the international event for like what extrudes, but we don't have rules. So there's no rules. It's just you like understanding what extruding is, and it's understanding what extruding is and thinking about the world in terms of materials, really. So like for example, plastic injection molds, like as a manufacturing technique, they extrude into a mold plastic, but 3D printing acts as like layer by layer extruding. So it's a different process, but injection molding is still it's just being like confined into a mold.
You know what that's like? If you take like a donut and extrude jelly into
Jelly-filled donuts and custard-filled donuts?
Yes.
There is this guy inside of jelly, colorful jelly, so he gets to do like flowers inside of a transparent jelly. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's the rain cakes, right?
The resin stuff.
Oh.
No.
No, okay. Alright. That's a microphone. It is a microphone. You have something to say to the mic. I'm playing the game.
Oh, did we say metal?
No!
Solder.
Rude. Yeah, solder. Oh, no one said this on plastic.
Oh, wow.
That is a...
Wow.
What about sausages?
Oh,
That's a good one.
I think that's it.
Right? I'm pretty stuck.
No.
Ooh! No, it's your turn.
No, go. What do you want?
Chicken nuggets.
Okay.
You want to go back to your turn since you just skipped it, or you want to pass?
Oh, man. I gotta think of something. How about
We should have this as an entire lesson.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to steal this idea for my next workshop. We're going to spend 30 minutes playing what's.
Oh, and your hair grows?
Ooh, hair!
Extruded.
Yes, hair extrudes. And like, and somehow the nails are like an extruder, right?
Yeah, because it's just a little bit at a time, and it goes layer by layer, and it gets longer over time. But it takes like way longer than actually.
What is 3D printing, right? It's like.
Oh, that's a whole different game. What is extruding?
Yeah, what is 3D printing and what is extruding is a whole different situation.
You guys make another one.
Tune in for next time. But yeah, this was fun. That was fun. Yeah. So can we do a shout out to our work? All right. My name is Kat Ermont. You can find me on Instagram, Kat Ermont 3D. Yeah. Kat Ermont 3D on Instagram.
Yo,
or
shout out to
catermont.com
Kat
is
Ermont.
my website. I also have
What,
a lot of cool
what?
stuff on there.
She represents.
I'm Brian Malloy. I'm a
Yeah,
painter.
Brennan.
I also run my own pet portrait business called NY Pet Art.
Represent.
You can follow that on Instagram as well.
Awesome person. Yeah, it's really amazing when you meet great people and they just wanna share what they love. As we do here, not hard work. Or so they say. Here I have my jelly test. I'm not really sure if it's gonna work because I'm not sure if it's gonna set as fast as I want it to set, but there's only one way to know, and that's failing. So that's what we're gonna do. Today is a good day to make mistakes, as good as any other. But here we go. So what I'm gonna do first, let me zoom in. What am I setting up right now? Yeah, I'm setting up the cartridge. I'm gonna run a short test with the file that I'm gonna be using, mainly to make sure that the heights are right. And once I had that done, I'm going to load the extruder, load the material, and run the proper test. But let's go one test at a time, because you know, when you do too many things at the same time, fellow viewer Enrique pointed, we have this awesome UI that allows us to create. That is what we need right now. But before we do that, we need to make sure that the initial height and the final height are right and are set for the nozzle. But this is a metal nozzle, so the height is set. And yeah, the internet is so bad today. Oh my god. Because there's so many people trying to connect with us that we are like crashing all the internets. Okay. So the app says that we're gonna start at 400. This 4000. What it's gonna do is to move the head of the printer to a Z height of 20 millimeters. A little bit less than an inch. And the nozzle, and let's go to 120 and see how. Good enough. I like these settings. I'm feeling it. So start, let me zoom in here. Start height and end height. I think these two are properly set. I think droplet rate, I think I'm gonna make it bigger. Let's do 15 seconds because I'm not trusting at all the slurry that I did today. That being said, what I'm gonna try is to pre-chill I'm gonna be printing directly here. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe you should think twice about that. I'm gonna put some aluminum foil. You know? I'm gonna put some aluminum foil. That's Yeah, and just to pre-chill the printing area, I'm going to be using some frozen bread because you know this is 3D printing food, so it needs to be all themed. Okay, I'm back with some aluminum foil for our test. Let's generate the G code. This tells us it's going to take around 16 minutes. I think I'm going to go a little bit further with this. I'm going to do 20 seconds each. Funciona, okay. And then let's save. And it tells us that the time is 16 minutes again, so there's something really wrong about this. But oh well. Next thing we want to do is just take a look at the G code, just for the sake of taking a look at the G code. We need to move this to the smoothie board, onboard SD card, and obviously there's one here that is called, yeah, and here it is. Oh, that's funny, there's a lot of the workshop that we did in Germany like a year ago. Time flies. Okay, enough pre-chilling. Still a little bit warm, didn't help much, but I think it will do the trick. And here we go. So I think I've reached the most tricky part of it, and that's mostly Ted Mosby motors off. Attaching the heating block. Now I don't have a connector here, so there's no proper way for me to screw it in, so that means I need to disconnect the cable from the printer, which actually is not a great thing to do. Actually what I'm going to do is the other way around. Okay, we are back from another freeze episode. So instead of what I'm going to do to load this in is to, hope you can see this, I'm screwing in the cartridge into the heated block until something like this. Okay. And oh, this was easier than I thought. Yeah, I think the fact that I could, like, having the magnet joints help a bit to keep moving forward. Okay. Actually, yeah, this was the part that I thought it was going to be the hardest. Happy to realize it was not. Let's replug the heated block, both heated cartridge and thermistor. I need to reset the printer because it's kind of exciting. We're almost set to start testing things, yo! I'm happy about this. For that, I have a... Okay. The fun thing is that right now this is so liquidy that okay, it's going in, it's going in. okay. I hope it didn't freeze while I was doing this test. Most likely it did. I think I need to change the camera angle. Give me a second, peep. Give me a second, Enrique and Tisan. I need to... Oh, maybe Rock is watching too. Or even my friend Isabella. I really doubt it though. That would be like almost 5 people watching it, including myself. Oh no, this is a trap. Okay. Yeah, forgive me for the recording setup. I think this thing should go lower actually. Da, 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 da. Okay. I think this is better, no? What do you guys think? We have the... Actually, no, everything is not set up yet. So we're missing to connect the motor, plug in the... Oh, so he was 3D printing food too. That's good. He's the man. He's the future of the field. Let me tell you that. The future. Okay. So it seems that install the lacking block. Because this is not setting fast enough. And that kind of pissed me off. Let me tell you. But still we're gonna try. I think it's worth it to try. Let me connect the extruder. Oh no, let me. No, number 5. Okay, number 5, Oyo. Yes. Yeah. Well, success. Are we ready to test this thing out? Oh, I think I have to set up the temperature first, right? I don't think this sets up the temperature. Yeah, I need to set up I need to set up the temperature manually. This is super high tech, yo. Set temperature, bed temperature. Set this to 50 degrees, although I don't think I even need that, but I have a really good feeling that this is not gonna work at all. But well, it needed to be tested. And we're ready, people. Let's start the print. We go to play. We are within a folder that it's connected to the SD card. But yep, that is as exciting as it's gonna be. I think it's good if you actually get to see the screen too, because you can get more data. Oh, that was not good. We had a camera action. Camera accent, not accident, huh? Well, and that's gonna be it for at least 30 minutes. Well, not 30 minutes. How long did I say? Like, what is the stalactite? So I. Yep. I'm officially accepting that this is not gonna work today. I mean, it's worth it to upload a picture on social networks just to make sure that we keep things interesting. Let's do a hashtag. Oh, I hate you right now. Did you? Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. If this thing's still going live, my printer just decided to hang up. Let's bring the temperature up again. Let's get back. Let's back, play, SD card. A. That's the attitude. Well, and as I said, this is all for today. I'm gonna leave this recording at least for a while and see if it does something. Most likely not when I work, but at least it creates like really useless content for the channel. And you know, sometimes it's worth it. Or maybe in 2 weeks. We'll see. Bye. Let me see if it's. 잠깐만요.